Welcome back to Worthing CC's YouTube channel. Today's highlights is Worthing first team at home versus St James. They won the toss and chose to bat, which was a bit of a surprise to a few, despite the sort of rain in the week. There were a few showers to start after about 2 or 3 overs, but the first highlight, as you can see, is after the rain delay. 6 for none with a great shot down the ground by Tomlinson.
Good evening. Yeah, Tomlinson, new one for most of us. We haven't seen him play. Apparently played for Weybridge in the Surrey Premier, the Championship in the beginning of the season. Looked a good player on what was looked to be a difficult wicket, as Toby Pullen showed there, trying to drive a ball off Giorgio. Didn't get anywhere near it. Just kind of sat in the pitch and spooned up to Darryl at cover. A big wicket for us.
Very grateful to take a easy catch and also pull in the top 3 run scorers in the league at this point. So an important wicket for us. Early change and Martin Swift coming on down the hill as Regali chose to come up with the wind, but has been run down to the third man boundary for an early boundary.
Yeah, we took the slip out there. I'm not sure whether that would have made a difference. Giorgio just picked up another wicket there. Obviously, we didn't see that one, but brings in the overseas Tommy Dracker to the crease, who we know can hit a long ball, along with Tomlinson, who again kind of nicks one through the slit region. We took, as I said, took the slip out, but looking all right is Tomlinson. Harry Dunn from the top end now, with Tomlinson and Dracker hoping to kind of build a partnership here. It kind of felt like a pitch you were never in on.
Yeah, pretty two-paced at this stage. Drying out a little bit with the sun.
Finwood back on now and a
lovely shot down the ground.
Yeah, lovely shot.
Held it
lovely. Held it nicely.
Yeah, looked nice. As you can see, he's on 41 out of the score of 55, so no one else really had got going at this point. Justice Finwood takes his first league wicket of the year, he'll be pleased to hear.
You can tell by the reaction here. He's more than happy. Look at this.
A big wicket as well. Dracker in the top 10 run scorers in the league as well. Just tried to flick one pretty slow off the wicket. Leading edge to AJ to take his second catch of the day so far.
Yeah, just a gauge of the pace of the wicket there from Dracker's dismissal. Just kind of threw the shot too early. Top edge and safely in the hands of me.
Brings Loughton in. Hector Loughton, left-hander, scored 30-odd against us away from home. Looks pretty good. Flicked 2 off his legs there before Tomlinson picks up his 50. Very deep, very quick rate, 52 off 62 as well. A lot quicker than others seem to score during this first 20 overs.
One shot too many though from Tomlinson. As you can see by my appeal/celeb appeal at first slip, as soon as he missed that, that's out, unfortunately. Probably not the right decision to be playing that shot on at the Manor on what was a slower wicket than normal. But he batted well for his 53, to be fair. Worthing hoping they can capitalise on that and kind of take a few more quick wickets to stem the flow.
Loughton hits me through point. I think we've come to the agreement that I should just call myself me doing the comms. Before Josh Hyde, coming up from the second team, picks up his second wicket. Bowled a really good spell, actually. Bowling to the left-handers, good tactical move from Worthing as he picks up the 2 left-handers.
Yeah, Heidi in for Harry Merritt Bland, or Slothy, or the angriest man in cricket, who decided to go to a festival with his partner at the weekend, which was a bit poor form, but hey-ho.
Bringing back Regali to try and mop up the tail, picks up the important wicket of Murray, who did bat well for his 14 off 34, sort of stemmed the flow a little bit of wickets, but Regali with a full one gets him out OBW.
Yeah, Murray didn't like me telling him at first slip about his the pace of his innings. He didn't like that one bit.
No, you paid for that later when you batted, but we'll come to that a bit later. As you pick up your third catch, though, AJ, caught a very normal wicket. H. Dunn bowls chips to extra cover to pick up his wicket. Lovely shot down the ground.
This came out of nowhere as well.
It did. We had a maiden followed by 2 dot balls, so 8 dots in a row before being pinged down the ground. A lovely shot, but a decent recovery 2 balls later. Nice little nick off. Bit of a carried through nicely.
Yeah,
the only ball of the season that's carried through for me. Carried through, little glove through to our keeper Alex Watkins, takes a good catch behind the stumps.
Again, that wicket, as we see Darryl picking up the 10th wicket as Davies plays on first ball. The wicket before the 9th one showed just the two-pace nature of the wicket. One in the same length of that would carry through and on the bounce to Alex, and the one that luckily caught the edge kind of flew through to him. So it's very difficult for keeper and slips to know where to stand But yeah, 135 we thought was below par, but not by much considering the wicket. But
probably 160, I would say. I think St James would have been happy with.
Early wickets changes everything, I think. So yeah, we'll see how Worthing do in reply.
But wickets were shared around, which is nice. A pretty normal, apart from Harry Dunn, who's taken the vast majority of wickets were shared thoroughly today with Regali, 3 for 24, the pick of the bowlers. Myself with 3 for 22, and then Josh Hyde, 2 for 15 off 6. And then Finn and Harry with 1 each.
Into the second innings.
Yeah, Nick Bellamy, fresh off 100 2 weeks ago. We have had 2 weeks rained off in the last 3. But off 100 a couple of weeks later, capitalising on a poor over, I'm afraid to say, from Charles Davies. Dropping short at Worthing is something you do not want to do. And as you can see on these very quick highlight package here, there were 3 boundaries in the over, all short, dispatched to the leg side. 2 4s and a 6 to get Worthing off to a bit of a flyer, which was needed.
One bloke you don't want to drop short to is Bellamy. He picks anything up on the short ball. You don't want to speak to the people at Burgess Hill a couple of weeks ago. After hitting a car there, they weren't too happy.
Yeah.
But Tommy Dracker from the top end, we mentioned earlier, good player all round. Managed to nick one back to Bellamy. Would be a little bit disappointed not to get forward on that, but
got to get forward at Worthing.
Yeah,
most people will tell you that. Missed and bowled. 14 off 6 is a interesting sight. Mike Murray came on at the top end though because they wanted to change the bowling around a little bit, and Clappy put one through the covers for 4. Seen about half the games from Dom Clapp, which is really good to hear and good to see. All 3 Claps played for first, thirds and fourth, I believe, this week. So an exciting time for all of them.
Dino picking up on anything short from the left armour from the pavilion end, and then just flicking one off his legs there down to the fine leg boundary for 4 more. At 43 for 1, it looks to be going one way, but next over, first ball,
good
just
ball.
Kind of swung back,
again, probably didn't get quite enough
didn't get forward yet.
There's 2 wickets, as you can see so far, just going back to ones that we probably should have gone forward to. And this is a new bowler as well, bowled well. Decent shape back in. That ball's a free hit. If you're wondering why he slogged it across the leg side, that one is a free hit and dispatched to the leg side for 4.
Murray still on from the top end, bowling his medium pacers, if you can call them that. Dean has been working on. He got out first ball to him in the away game, so I've been working on that. And then just unfortunately held a bat out to Draco's second ball back, in the spell. Nicked off unfortunately, which brought me to the crease. I didn't have the best of times with it, as Darryl will probably explain.
My only boundary through the offside. Boundary's hard to come by now. As I pick up that one just slightly short of a length. Before we see AJ being caught behind off an absolute snorter, we'll make sure that little highlight reel makes the socials as well. Ball flying through to Henry Sims. Whether it was glove, whether it was shoulder, I guess we'll never know. Before seeing another wicket fall, that's me being out, LBW on the sweep to Henry Cope, who bowled a very good spell. Going from sort of 90 for 3 to 90 for 5, that was the turning point for St James, and coming up really sort of fiery in that sort of second half of this innings. Martin Swift, who's in decent form actually with the bat the last few weeks, nicks off to one that just holds its line, and is caught easily by Hector Loughton at first slip. 101 for 6.
Yeah, at this stage, I think WinViz would be probably 50-50 at this stage, needing 30-odd to win, 4 wickets to win on this pitch. Watkins won't want to see this one back.
He won't. Good swoop round from Dracker, the overseas, and run out.
Very, very close, I think, but I think Alex thought he was just shy of his ground.
Yeah. Let us know if you think he should have dived in the comments. We all thought he should. He got a good 50p fine for that before Regali is bowled back through the gate. Again, going back to one, you've seen a common theme today of people getting out that should have gone forward. Apart from Finn Wood, who just missed a full toss, which is quite clear.
He's not best pleased. I don't know whether he's not best pleased about missing the full toss or anything else, but yeah, he wasn't best pleased. And then
there's the final wicket. Pretty much a wickets highlight reel at the back end with the last 5 wickets falling for pretty much 20 runs, which is just disappointing and sends Worthing to their first defeat of the season with 114 all out. Harry Dunn left stranded on 4. He's only been out once this year and averages 42 with the bat. He'll be keen to tell you.
He's been out many a time to my leg spin in the nets, though. He won't tell you that.
He won't. But a good bowling performance from St James, who are, as normal, pretty much in the middle of Division 2 and have been there for some time. Wickets were shared mainly between 2 key bowlers there, Dracker and Henry Cope, the two picks of the bowlers. Worthing are still top of the league with 3 games to play and go away to Haywards Heath in a key match to hopefully remain top of the table. Weather looks good, so we hope to see you again for highlights in the next couple of weeks. Please make sure you're liking and subscribing the video as always. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.